Welcome to another episode of The Word Is Out. Of course, I'm your host, Marsaya Teller. Man, I am excited today. Today, we at Princeton University, everybody. The Word Is Out. I went into my living room 3 years ago, all the way up to Princeton University. Oh, man, we're going to have a hot topic today. We're talking about police brutality and economy. It's crazy, everybody. We got the Princeton debating team here today. Woo! We about to go in. We about to lay it down like mayonnaise today, you know what I'm saying? Today, to my left, we have my man, Theodore Furstcott. Next to him, we have Ashman Wayne from the Princeton debating team, everybody. Look them up. They about to go in, you know what I mean? To my right, has my man right here, you know, making his third, fourth appearance. I forgot, you know, I'm getting old. Got my man Hassan's Kirby over here. You know, he lays it down like mayonnaise. How you doing, brother?
I'm great. Getting greater.
Getting greater? Okay, that's what I want to hear, you know. Also, to his right, we got my man, Delonte Bass. He was on the show. This is his third time on the show. He's about to go in there. You know, he's a very smart, intelligent brother. He's about to let us know how he feels. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. Just blessed to be alive.
Oh, man.
Be at Princeton University.
Yeah. This is a great place, an awesome place, man. I would like to get a bedroom up there. How much is rent? Now, I'm just joking, everybody. Today we're talking about the economy and we're talking about police brutality. Now we're going to start off with my first question. My first question I would like to ask is, with the cost of living keep going up in America, how is that helping us? Basically what I'm saying is, with the people in politics, and they're saying that they're doing stuff for us as a people in our community, how is that helping us when the cost of living keep going up? What do you think? It's Aspen Wayne.
Sure. So I think the cost of living going up is not necessarily a bad thing in of itself. Like, a cost of living is kind of an indicator of a healthy economy, like in terms of perhaps like standards of living are going up. If you look at the cost of living in like certain countries that are developing or not very developed, it tends to be quite low, but that's because the standard of living isn't that great to begin with. So I don't think we should immediately take it as an indicator that something's going wrong with the economy. It could just be like the economy is growing, things are getting slightly more expensive. What we should look at is like if the cost of living is going up in comparison to people's wages and stuff, and that's something like politicians should perhaps focus more on, so that wages increase like relatively well with the cost of living.
I mean, let me ask a question off this question right here. With the cost of living going up, should like you said, the politicians should focus more maybe on like the wages people's making at their jobs. I mean, like, why don't they focus more on that instead of like bringing more cost of living going up? What do you think, my man Hassan's Kirby?
With the cost of living constantly going up, why they don't focus on it? They don't focus on it because it's not them. Mm-hmm. The lawmakers and the politicians who have the money, they're not concerned about you making money. It's principles over personality. You know, I always say this, no matter when we speak. Their principle is to make money, not help you make money. We take it personal, and that's why when we start speaking about the cost of living going up, we get all bent out of shape and saying, well, the cost of living is going up, wages should go up, this should go up, food is going up, but we're not getting no more money. Then if we're not getting any more money, then we need to create it ourselves. We need to create our own economic system within our communities and stop relying on other people to do what you can do yourself. The same way they can plant a farm and grow vegetables and grow things and sell them, we can do the same thing. So no matter how much the cost of living goes up and increase, it's up to us. What do we do in that situation?
Yeah, but we don't have, well, I'm sorry.
We
don't have the natural sources to do that.
Why don't we?
Because we're not taught that. And
No,
especially in our communities, in urban communities.
No, that is not the truth. It's not the, just like before we started, how you can Google everything today.
Right.
You can Google everything today. So there's no such thing as you wasn't taught or you can't learn, because a lot of our forefathers and parents who are living up here today come from down south, where they had to do sharecropping and all those type of things. So we have it around. You know why we don't know it? Because we don't ask.
What do you think, my brother?
Well, when you talk about cost of living and the wages, it depends on what perspective you're looking at it. If you're looking at it from a perspective of a corporation or business owner, of course they want to keep their overhead low. So they'll say, well, we can't afford to pay people more because of insurance, things of that nature. But in terms, they could, because what happens when you look at corporations, most corporations, you have investors, board, and they say once, the way it goes, when you fire people, it brings money to the company. In other words, let's see how we can reduce costs at all levels and still get maximum output. And that's what they do a lot of times. So when you say financing, and you talk about also we have an issue of separating the rich from the poor. The rich keep getting richer, the poor keep getting poorer. So when you say these arguments, who are you arguing for? And I agree with what you said, you know, there's nothing wrong with the cost of living going up. But when your wages is not going up with it, that's the problem.
Right.
And what's happening is the people's wages are not going up with it. So like we can talk theory, but when you poor, you trying to figure out how you gonna pay rent, how you gonna pay your car note, how you gonna pay for gas, you don't care about none of the theories anybody say. You just say, I need a raise.
Right.
And so what happens is you have Congress people fighting, and a lot of times the people in legislation, the people in power, they have lobbyists. And these lobbyists donate large amounts of money to fight their argument. So when you say they know it's wrong, but they taking the money, so they got to side with the person who's paying them. And so that's why you constantly have this unnecessary debate. Because I said it's unnecessary because we know people are struggling out here. But why do we keep having these same debates? Because people are getting paid in the back end. And sometimes we have to talk about that side of the issue. Like, okay, how much did he get paid to side with that argument? And no one never has that discussion. So I think that's the true foundation of it all. Like, you know, greed over everything else.
So basically, the answer to everything is greed.
No, it's not the answer, but that's how they viewing it. Money and power.
Mm-hmm.
They want to increase their money and increase their power.